This project is part of a larger project called Constellations of Noise. My project here is me getting in a room with a bunch of young creative people and trying to come up with something original, improvising and making some creative music together. It's influenced by star constellations. The final piece, I won't really know what that is until we get in the room on the day of the performance.
I've been very used to being given a sheet and being told exactly what to do, but now I've been shown that you can be creative with it instead of being given a rigid format to follow.
Because it's really showing me a new, interesting point of view. There's so many other people also improvising, so I feel I'm with the other people on the same level, that we're all together in this.
I've been so thrilled with the opportunity to be part of Constellations of Noise.
The project is about the Arabic culture, our country, our home.
What we are feeling about our countries.
Music is about the story and journey of refugees. What are the things that travel with us when we have to leave home?
Music is about sharing and just communicating with people.
It just touches your emotions without even having to sing or say any word.
This project is touching my heart.
Music is a way of expressing your feelings. It reminds me of my home country, so yeah, it's very emotional.
Water is something that connects us to the rest of the universe. Water is life. So we're going to use water to illustrate the wonders of the universe, making such weird and wonderful music.
As a trad musician, I kind of play like melody and like timing, and this is very abstract.
I mostly learned like different ways of making sounds that are more like exotic than what I'm used to in like traditional music.
I learned some new techniques. It's not like always trad music, it's like something different.
Looking at all of the Greek myths surrounding some of the constellations, one that I was really enamoured with was the myth of Cassiopeia and Andromeda. It's a really beautiful reimagining of this quite misogynistic story. So I've been working with a community group of writers. We're working on musically now pulling out the essences of the characters.
We're developing a lot of music through improvisation. It's nice that it sort of throws all the parameters out the windows in one way, but the risk of that too is that we have to try and keep some reference between the two musicians so that we're somewhat going on the same path.
The interesting thing now is going to be to see how what we've done today will affect the writing process going forward. We only partly know what's going to come out of this. That's one of the reasons why we've enjoyed it a lot as well.
So we had Aidan O'Rourke come over from Edinburgh, and he did an amazing project working with young people from Cultureland. He developed a beautiful piece of music around the stars. The Northern Irish UFO group gave him some great content and great stories, and he also worked with Barry Lynn, who is a composer but also works at the Dark Skies Observatory. He's collaborated with a filmmaker, so we have a beautiful visual and also a wonderful piece of music co-created with all these people. We had Jamie Thompson, and he worked with Ballyholm Primary School in Bangor. He worked with about 90 of their pupils, aged 8 and 9 years old. They basically developed alien languages together, so came up with 7 different alien languages, what aliens might sound like from Jupiter or Saturn, and basically planets in the solar system.
For me, thinking about the subject matter, Constellations of Noise, I was thinking of scale, and I was thinking about the things that we are considering as people now, things on a really big global scale, like climate change, like the pandemic, like wars. I started to wonder what older people make of these big questions now in comparison to the big questions that they had when they were younger. And so during these interviews, I'm asking people what they think of these big questions and trying to work out how they feel about them now versus how they felt about questions on a similar scale when they were younger.
Today we are at Glendon Nursing Home. We're speaking to residents, collecting footage. A lot of the conversations were about music and different challenges each individual has in terms of their health. That bigger theme of perspective through to mundane stuff like what's for lunch today.
And the green grass is mountain are falling to me. He's a very good gentleman indeed.
And you've been able to chat to him? And
I was able to chat to you, wasn't I? I was, surely.
way.